Hello to everyone and welcome to today's live event brought to you by the Cisco Learning Network, as we're here to discuss a new era for Cisco certifications, some exciting changes that we cannot wait to share with you all. My name is Tanner Swift and I'll be your host for today's brief session. I'll continue to remind you all throughout today's session. It won't be a deep dive into all these updates, but we're going to cover some key highlights for you. Today's live event is just a quick stream to alert you of those highlights surrounding the Cisco certification updates. We'll have some landing pages available for you to view all the changes that have been announced, and we'll also have a post-event discussion thread on the Cisco Learning Network where you can ask some further questions if you do have them. So without further ado, we're excited to dive into some of these highlights, and I would like to welcome our first speaker for you today. We'll kick things off by sending it over to David Major. David, right over to you.
Hey, Tanner, thanks so much. Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. We do have some exciting updates. My co-host colleague, Mubashir Nawaz, is on the call. How you doing, Mubashir?
Hi, David. Hi, Tanner. My name is Mubashir Nawaz. I oversee the Cisco certification portfolio, and my team is responsible for the managing of the life cycle of all Cisco certifications from entry to expert. So this includes overseeing certification roadmaps, implementing revisions, launching new exams, and managing the end of life process for the existing exams. So very happy to be here, David, for these exciting announcements.
Sounds good. Yeah, you know, the slide is a little bit dark for me, but I'm going to try to wing through everything that I can on this to make sure. Can everybody see everything? Oh, there we go. Hey, that is perfect. So we do have some exciting updates that we want to tell you about the certification program. I do want to call out first that as far as the certification announcements that we cover today, these won't take place until February 3rd. So when Tanner mentioned in the beginning that we have exciting announcements, I want to be clear, these are announcements only. These changes won't take place until February 3rd, 2026. The first one that we're making an announcement about is around our DevNet certification portfolio, which we're going to be evolving to CCNA, CCNP, and CCIE Automation. Now, the name change is a big thing. In the middle of that, at the professional level, we're also going to be making major updates to the content in there as well. There'll be more of an emphasis on automation as well as AI. So we're not only rebranding it from DevNet to CCNA, NP, and IE Automation, there's also going to be some major changes around the professional track, and we'll give you a little more detail. Mubashir is going to go into more detail around when the exam topics will be made available. In addition to that, we're going to be making some major updates to our collaboration certification track. This, again, is primarily at the professional level. We will be introducing a brand new cloud specialist certification that, again, Mubashir will go into a little bit more in detail. So major changes around all of those certifications at the professional level, but also a brand new specialist cloud customer experience certification that'll be coming again February 3rd. In addition to those two, we will also be rebranding our cybersecurity certifications to CCNA and CCNP cybersecurity. And last but not least, I'll cover that one in the middle at the bottom in a second, but we are also going to be introducing a brand new name for our overarching organization that I'll get to in just a second, which is going to be Learn with Cisco. But really what this represents, at least at this level, is, you know, aligning our brand, aligning those certifications that you know and love. Now, there will be some certifications that will reach end of life. We'll go over that in a little bit of detail at the very end, or Mubashir will cover that. Did I miss anything, Mubashir, or did I cover most of it here on this first slide?
No, you covered everything, David, and these are really exciting announcements that we are really looking forward to implement. And as you mentioned, we are announcing them today because we want to make sure that our candidates and our audience is ready when the go live date comes on February 3rd. So this is really exciting. And as we go into more detail of this presentation, we'll see what exactly is happening with all these different certifications.
Awesome. I love it. So let's talk a little bit about the name Learn with Cisco. So why are we doing this? Because for maybe some of you know, maybe some of you don't, we aligned not too long ago with the Cisco Networking Academy. And we felt like this was a great time that we could rebrand our overarching organization to talk about those great groups that are under it. Now, NetAcad, by all means, Cisco U that you know and love, and then Cisco Learning Network, of course. They're not going away. In fact, they're going to stay stronger than they've ever been. This is just bringing these groups together with the name Learn with Cisco. So now in the Learn with Cisco family, we've got Cisco Networking Academy. We have Cisco Learning Network. We have Cisco U. And of course, we have Cisco Certifications. So it's bringing all those great things that you know and love together under one roof, if you will. So excited to be part of the Learn with Cisco family, and excited to see what it'll mean for you as our certification holders and our certification community right here in CLN. Next slide is going to cover a little bit about that portfolio, why we're doing this. So what I mentioned a little bit earlier on that last slide was that at the cybersecurity and at the DevNet automation tracks are evolving to become CCNA, CCNP, and CCIE Automation, as well as CCNA and CCNP Cybersecurity. Why are we doing this? Well, we all know about AI, and there's more and more AI coming into the network, and it's also becoming a larger part of what we're doing in our portfolio. So we wanted to get in front of it and align our certification portfolio with greater influence of AI, automation, and cyber demand. Now, we've already seen that come across the portfolio. We wanted to make sure as we got to it down in the future that our portfolio represented that. So these things that we're doing to the brand is what's going to help you as far as aligning in what you're doing and show what you're earning to whether it's your current employer or potential employers. So a few of those things that we think it does, it gives you greater brand recognition when you're out in the field, when you're out representing yourself. This shows that your certifications align to that. It gives a greater certification focus. So having everything under CCNA, CCNP, or CCIE. I know we have a couple certifications like CCST and CCDE that fall a little bit outside of that, but this also gives greater alignment to those certifications as well. Whether starting out in your certification journey or completing it, it brings everything under that roof now with cybersecurity as well as automation. It unifies the certification path. So no matter where you're going, you know that you're at the associate level, the professional level, or the expert level. This brings those other two certifications into that. And of course, we know these are industry aligned. Pretty much everyone knows about CCNA, CCNP, and CCIE. This is just a greater opportunity to bring these other two certification tracks under those same areas. So we're really excited about what it means for our certifications and where it's going to take you to the next level. Mubasher, anything to add to this before I send it over to you?
No, David, I think you have covered it really nicely. The important thing to understand from this slide is that we are simplifying it, we are unifying it, we are making it very clear to our candidates out there that Cisco certification framework is a very easy framework to go through. It's going to be very easier for you to identify your certification path with the names you already know best. Most of our certifications will now follow, as David mentioned, three things. So CCNA, CCNP, and CCIE. And all of our certification portfolio is going to align with these three known brands that everybody knows out there.
Awesome. With that, Mubasher, I'm going to turn the floor over to you and move it to the next slide.
Thank you very much, David. So as part of our roadmap cycle, we were reviewing our collaboration certification portfolio. And we found out to address the needs for the evolving collaboration landscape with the hybrid workforce, we are going to be enhancing our collaboration certifications to encompass both cloud and on-premises collaboration requirements. So the candidates will have the flexibility now to focus on the approach that is most relevant to their roles or pursue both tracks if they are aligning with a hybrid work environment. Our updated collaboration core and specialist certifications will introduce new specializations in technology that were not previously covered in these certifications. So these enhancements are going to provide a comprehensive coverage of cloud, on-prem, and hybrid technologies. So as an experienced IT professional out there, these certifications will enable you to demonstrate specialized expertise in the latest collaboration technologies, offering a skills-focused advantage in the job market. If you are already in process of preparing for the current exam, the last date to test would be February 2nd, 2026. Effective February 3rd, 2026, we will launch the updated collaboration exams, which will be featuring the significant updates to both core and the specialist tracks. As part of our certification roadmap, we will also retire the collaboration automation and collaboration applications exams. Additionally, we are introducing a new exam, which is cloud-based exam focused on WebEx contact center technologies, and it's called Collaboration Cloud Customer Experience. Candidates can now access the updated exam topics on our roadmaps page and prepare using the available resources in Cisco U. The next thing, as David mentioned, we are going to be transforming our DevNet certification exams to our automation certification exams. Our evolving automation certifications are actually built on the foundation of DevNet and are designed to support the next generation of networking professionals whose careers are being shaped by the emerging influence of AI and intelligent infrastructure. So take advantage of these new opportunities in application design, software development, automation, and gain the skills to lead in a world where AI-driven networking and automation are becoming must-have skills for all the network engineers in both multi-vendor and Cisco-specific technologies. So with our updated exams, you will not only have the skills advantage, but also the hands-on practical knowledge to face the real-world challenges in the day-to-day operations of multi-vendor network automation. So the last is to test the current set of exams is February 2nd, effective 3rd February 2026. All DevNet certifications from associate level to expert level will be rebranded to CCNA Automation, CCNP Automation, and CCIE Automation. In addition to rebranding, we are also doing a major update at the core exam, enterprise automation, and DC automation exam. All other automation exams will be UL'd on February 2nd, 2026 and will be retired. Please note that there is no changes made in the associate level and the expert level exam topics. So the exam topics are still same and only rebrand is happening for them. So if you're in the process of preparing for those exams, I would suggest you continue doing that. On February 3rd, we will have a switch over from DevNet Associate to CCNA Automation and DevNet Expert to CCIE Automation. And for the professional exams, from DevNet Professionals to CCNP Automation. Other than that, there's no changes in the NA and IE level, but there are major changes, as I said, on the CCNP level. The updated exam topics will be available in July 2025. So stay tuned as we get them ready and make them available to you. One of the questions that came really in everybody's mind while we were working on this thing was around the fact that what happens if I'm already a DevNet associate? In fact, I'm also one of those people. What's going to happen to me on February 3rd? Am I going to lose my certification? Am I going to be moved on to something else? So yes, we have a migration plan in place. So if you pass your DevNet associate by February 2nd, 2026, on February 3rd, you will be moved on to CCNA Automation. You will be awarded that certification, and you can download the new badge from your Credly profile and use it as needed. Similar to this, our professional level exams will be updated from DevNet Professional to CCNP Automation. So if you already have any of these exams, which are DevNet Core, EN Auto, DC Auto, you will be moved on to the new CCNP Automation exam. Please note there are some exams in this list which will be UL'd and there is no migration plan available for them. Everything else, which is Core, EN Auto, and DC Auto, will be migrated to the next automation track that we have. Similar to the professional level and associate level, if you have a DevNet expert on February 2nd, you will be migrated to CCIE Automation exam. and you will have your new badge available in your Credly to download, in your Credly profile to download and use as needed. So similar to what we did, as we are doing this simplification and unification under our CCNA, CCNP, and CCIE umbrella, we will be moving our cybersecurity exams into the same fold. It will better reflect the synergy between network infrastructure and cybersecurity. So effective February 3rd, 2026, Cisco Cybersecurity Associate and Professional Certifications will be rebranded to CCNA Cybersecurity, CCNP Cybersecurity Certifications. There is no change in the exams. So allowing candidates to currently preparing for these certifications to continue their studies. So I highly recommend, if you are preparing for one of these exams, continue doing that. There is no changes in the content. It's only a rebrand from cybersecurity to CCNA cybersecurity and CCNP cybersecurity. So similar to what we did in the automation track, if you have a cybersecurity associate as of February 2nd, 2026, you will be moved on to CCNA cybersecurity on February 3rd, and you can download your badges. Same logic with the professional level exams. If you have the any of the professional level exams like core, FIR, or threat detection, on February 2nd, you will be moved on to the CCNP cybersecurity, and you can download your badges. In addition to this, our new security design exam is now available for testing in SDSI since May 20th, 2025. So this exam tests a candidate's knowledge on the security architecture, design, including secure infrastructure, application, risk events requirements, artificial intelligence, automation, and DevSecOps. If this is something that aligns with your job role, I highly recommend you guys to do this exam and register for the exam on the Pearson VUE website. We have got a lot of positive feedback from the candidates who have attempted it so far. So if you are one of those candidates who want to attempt it, I highly recommend go ahead and attempt this exam. Similar to this, we also announced our updated CCNP data center exams a couple of months ago, and they have also gone live since May 21st, 2025. So the updated CCNP data center now better aligns its domains with today's widely adopted technologies and solutions, while also acknowledging high performance network technologies that enable AI in the data center infrastructure. So the updated exam topics are available. If you're preparing for the data center exams, I highly recommend looking into the new exam topics, and you can now attempt the new exam using the Pearson VUE link given on the slide. Please use this link to go to your our new era for Cisco certifications page and find out more information about whatever we have discussed over here. As Learn with Cisco, we are here to fuel your learning journey, offering our renowned expertise and support to help you grow and succeed in your careers. So you start here and go anywhere and explore the limitless learning opportunities that Cisco delivers and has to offer to all you guys. Tanner, back to you.
Really appreciate it, Mubashir. Thank you so much. Thank you as well, David, who we will bring back into the fold here as we get to a few questions. Just as a quick reminder, today is just a brief live stream to cover some of those key updates. We'll continue to do some deeper dives into those updates down the road, as a lot of these changes won't go into effect until the top of next year. Also, if you have any questions about for us about these updates, come talk to us on the Cisco Learning Network. We'll be happy to answer those. Here's a couple of questions I would like to get to, starting with the Cisco U side of things. Will there be a roadmap as to when Cisco U courses will be aligned with these new exam updates?
I mean, we'll certainly make those available as soon as we know. I don't think that we have a timeline yet. I've heard some rumors, if you will, but I don't think anything's etched in stone. But I know that the training team that works closely with Mubashir's team on the exam side are looking at that. I mean, obviously, we want to make sure we can supply learners with the training that they need to be successful. I would say just stay tuned to Cisco Learning Network as well as CERT roadmap updates, and we'll make sure to provide you with those updates as soon as we know.
Appreciate it.
Thoughts on that, Mubasher?
Yep, I'll just double down on that one. What David just mentioned, Tanner, that yes, we are. I know the team is working very hard to get those things ready before the exam launch, and we are hoping that we will have some announcements to come after this one. And as those things will become available, stay tuned and register, and we will share those updates with you as we know about them.
Great, thanks so much. Here's a question from the certification side of things. I currently have DevCore. If I don't pass DevOps exam by February 2026, do I get the CCNP Automation cert in February 2026?
So Tanner, what happens is that if you have a core exam passed, or if you have a specialist concentration exam that you passed by February 2nd, it will still be valid for 3 years from your date of passing. And from there onwards, if you, let's say you pass, if you already had the core and you pass a DC Auto or a EN Auto exam, you will be awarded a CCNP automation certification. But so the point is that if your exam is currently valid up till February 2nd or beyond, it will still be valid for the whatever the time period is for the expiry, even if it's one of the exams that we are announcing to be retired on February 3rd. It will still be valid for that time period till your date of validity. And if you pass one of the other exams, whether it's a core, it's a specialist exam from the DevNet track, then you will be awarded a CCNP automation from February 3rd onwards.
Great, thanks for clearing that up, Mubasher. I do want to get to the cybersecurity side of things, and I think this is a common question that we get anytime that we have program updates, right? If I am preparing for a cybersecurity exam, should I stop because of these changes?
No, not at all, Tanner. So as I mentioned, especially in the cybersecurity domain, we are only doing a rebranding. There's no change in exam topics. Exam topics are going to be same for associate and for professional core and the concentration exams that we have. So there's no change in exam topics. On February 3rd, what will happen is that we will migrate our brand from cybersecurity to CCNA cybersecurity and CCNP cybersecurity. Other than that, there is no change happening. So if you are someone who's preparing for the exam today, I would recommend continue doing that. Do not stop your preparation. There's no change in exam topics. The only change is in branding. So rather than having a cybersecurity associate, from February 3rd onwards, you will have a CCNA cybersecurity. And rather than having a cybersecurity professional, you will have a CCNP cybersecurity from February 3rd onwards.
Thanks, Mubasher. I do want to come back to you on the DevNet expert side of things to provide some clarity there. The DevNet expert numbering with CCIE Automation, are we going to use that existing numbering, or will something change in the future on that?
That's a very good question, Tanner. And this is something that we are also working with the internal teams right now to try to make sure that we come up with a solution that is accepted by the audience out there. Yes, there's a different numbering system for DevNet Expert today, and there's a different numbering system for CCIE. And if CCIE Automation is going to be folded in next February, there is a need to have a numbering system that aligns with the current CCIE track. We have a plan. We are working with the internal teams right now. I would say stay tuned for the updates on what's going to happen to your certification numbers, your DevNet certification numbers in future, and how we are going to reward you in February, starting February onwards. So there will be updates that will come out from marketing side, from our side, to kind of explain how that transition is going to happen when the time comes.
Thanks, Mubasher. Before we do wrap up over here on this live stream, David, I want to kick it over to you once more. Is there anything else that you would like to add to our audience about today's updates, today's announcements?
I think kind of what Mubasher mentioned, right? There's nothing changing today other than we're excited to announce our new name, Learn with Cisco. But as far as these certifications go, these things won't take place all the way until February 3rd. Mubasher made a really good point. Don't stop what you're doing now and wait for these new certs to come out. Keep studying, keep planning. As Mubasher mentioned, at the cyber level, nothing is going to change. And anything you're working on for DevNet, keep going. You'll earn that DevNet certification, plus you'll earn the new one once it is active for the time that whatever your certification is active for. That would be my best advice. In terms of finding information, certification roadmap is the best place to go. We'll constantly be updating as these get closer when exam updates come out. So check the cert roadmap. Don't stop what you're doing. We're very excited about these changes, but also very excited about people that are going through the program now. I think that's it, Tanner.
Thanks, David. Mubasher, I'll give you a moment if you'd like to touch base on anything as well.
No, I think David mentioned it very nicely that everything we are announcing today is an announcement, and it's going to go live in February 3rd. Continue your preparations. There's a lot of resources available out there right now for you to start preparing for your exams using Cisco U. There's a lot of resources available. There's a lot of updates and resources available using our roadmaps page. Look at the new era for Cisco certifications. There's a lot of blogs that will come out today. Look at those for any further information that you need in relation to this topic.
David, Mubasher, really appreciate you all for being available for today's live stream to discuss the announcements and updates coming to the Cisco certification program. And thank you to the whole team for bringing your knowledge to the Cisco community today. If you do have an additional question, again, we urge you to come over to the Cisco Learning Network. We'll be happy to answer anything you'd like to discuss regarding these updates. Again, it's important to know we didn't cover all the new updates in detail today. We just wanted to cover some of the key highlights and review the announcements. Once again, we thank everybody for joining us today, and we will see you next time on the Cisco Learning Network.